No, good day traders, Sam here, and looking at another chart that I haven't looked for some time, and it looks like there's some clear signals to watch out for, and what are they using the RSI? Just looking at the historical trend, and I try to explain just to give you some lessons in this. What we had was we had resistance at this level. Let me try to get my pen out. Resistance here. We have resistance at these levels, and you can see just pretty much the higher lows, and the lows were holding pretty much strong. So we had this formation for the breakout, and this, my point is, the RSI reflects that along those lines. And so when it broke that level there, it became bullish. So what we're doing is pretty much using the RSI as an indicator, as what to look for. So let me just clear that up so you have a better perspective, and also the RSI. And you can see on my right, let me just change this level. That was probably for a daily chart. So if I was looking at that on the daily, you can see the RSI pretty much, once we broke that level, if I was to, it's a clear indication, isn't it? So once we break this level on the RSI, you can see that level was a bullish move to the upside. Okay. Similarly, we're seeing this as pretty much support, and it's coming down. So let's look at the 8-hour, and I'm going to use the 8-hour as a signal for a breakout. So we have the top as a resistance, so that's going to help us pretty much overbought conditions, and there's usually a pullback. But once it reaches its target, so in this case, this was an inclining wedge, and the breakout was a drop. And now we finding this long-term resistance level acting here again. Now what we have here, slightly, ever so slightly, we have a bullish divergence. Even though this is flat, this is inclined. So that was a bullish divergence, bit of a bounce. But the question is, what's next? So what we want to see is that breakout. So this is basically, if I can say so, that this area here for the alts is accumulation. Very much similar to here. The bottom levels are accumulation. Accumulation. So when this comes down, it's a buy zone. So whatever that is, obviously each individual coin has its own chart, but in general, this is what we have. And on my chart, you can see some fib levels that are of significance, and let's have a look at that. So the 0.618 is still playing support, even though, so the orange is the 0.618 from the macro, from the top to the bottom. Actually, let's just see what this means. Just want to see where they're, okay, yep, top to bottom. So let's just pull that down a bit. And there you go. I think I was doing something else at the time. So let's have a closer look. And there you go. So it's using that 0.618 level as support, and you can see previously from the market perspective that level is a strong support. So if what's taking place, let's just draw that line, and what we have support, another support. Chances are, if this was to go up, back it down, we'll find support, and then to the upside. That's what I'm expecting. So we just got to watch it. Still a fair bit of sideways movement. This is a one impulse. So that's 1, 2, 3. So there, I'm making a mess. Give me a sec. We can count that in different ways. You can say that's the first impulse, second impulse, and maybe the third impulse, and then it's up. Or ironically, we can say that this is just the one impulse. So we've got another one to go, and then maybe, let's do this. Where's the pen? So if this is the one, we're looking for the second, and it's probably going to touch here again. Third is probably not. Third is going to probably be somewhere in there, and then off it goes. So that's what I'm looking at from a market perspective. And then, so our key resistance obviously is there, and I expect it to keep going. Similar to this trend, maybe have a trend starting to start off, maybe in a channel formation. But anyway, we'll see what happens there. But definitely, we are looking at this. So if we were to lose this level, then that's going to drop a lot. It's going to drop down to there. So we're using these fib levels as major milestones. So if we were to lose this, this will be a bear market. That's my thinking. If we were to lose that, it will give us an indication of the bear market, and it's time to get out. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. And like the others, please give me a like and a tick, and or like or a tick, and a share, and much appreciated. Thank you very much.